Okay, so we're in 2016 C1 and it's question 6 and question 7. Question 6a. Y equals x cubed plus ax squared plus bx. They're talking about turning points, so dy by dx equals 0. We need to find what dy by dx is. So differentiate that as 3x squared plus 2ax plus b. You're told that x equals 2. So if I put 2 into this, 2 squared is 4 times 3. 2 times 2 is 4a plus b. So when x is 2, your dy by dx equals 0. Call that equation 1. So x is minus 4 over 3. Putting that into dy by dx. So it's 3 minus squared is positive, 4 squared over 3 squared, plus 2 times a times x plus b. And that will equal 0 because it's a turning point. 3 over 9 cancels to give you a 3 in the bottom row, minus 8a over 3 plus b equals 0. I'm going to multiply everything by 3, just get rid of those fractions. Don't forget to multiply the b by 3. I'm going to call that equation 2. I have now got two equations with two unknowns. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the first equation, focus in a little better there. That helps a little bit there. So take your first equation and I'm going to make it an 8a. So take equation 1 and double it up. So 24 add 8a add 2b equals 0. Then take equation 2 and just write it as it is. Now you're trying to eliminate the a's. So the signs are different, so you add them. It's the wrong way around to what you normally do. 24 add 16 is 4a. They disappear. Add 5b equals 0. So b is minus 8. Substitute that back into one of the equations. I'll just go for equation 1. So it's 12 add 4a add minus b equals 0. So 4 add 4a equals 0. So a equals minus 1. Part B of this question. Quite a lot of work in this part now. Y equals the cube root of x over 2 plus 8 over x add 1. So sort that out first of all. That is a half to the x to the third plus 8x to the minus 1 add 1. So differentiating that, power goes to front and multiply, take 1 off the power. Power goes to front and multiply, take 1 off the power. You can leave it like that or you could tidy it up as 1 over 6x to the cube root squared minus 8 over x squared. That was part 1. Part 2 of this question is wanting the equation of a tangent. So write out your formula as normal. You're told that x is 8, so substitute it in here to get what y is. So y is the cube root of 8, which is 2 over 2, which is 1, plus 8 over 8, which is 1, plus 1. So y is 3. So 8, 3, subbing it in. Y minus the y coordinate equals mx minus the x coordinate. To work out your gradient, it is dy by dx. So m is dy by dx, and you know that x is 8. You already have that dy by dx worked out up here. So it's 1 over 6, the cube root of x, which is 2, squared, which is 4, so it's 1 over 24 for the first bit, minus 8 over 8 squared, which is 1 over 8, and that works out to be minus a 12th. Putting it into your formula, y minus 3 equals m x minus 8. Multiply everything by 12, so it's 12y minus 36 equals minus x minus 8. So 12y minus 36 equals minus x, add 8. And just put everything onto one side. So minus 36, take away 8, minus 44 equals 0. And the next part of this question, or number 7, is a very tricky one. If you get it, super. If you don't, I wouldn't stress too much about it, to be honest. So you're told this side is 40, this one's 30, this is W, and this is H. You weren't told much of a link between them, but if you look, these are similar triangles. This top triangle's got a length, which my finger is, of 40 minus H. And the width is W. Now, with similar triangles, sides are in the same ratio. So what that means, if I go over here and put 30 over 40, that's exactly the same as doing the same here. Only it's going to be W over 40 minus H. This 30 over 40 cancels to 3/4. Then you cross multiply. So it's 40 minus H equals 4W. As I say, this is from GCSE and you might not remember this, so I wouldn't worry too much about this question. It wants H on its own, so I'm going to move that over there and then move this one over here and divide everything by 3. So I have 40 minus 4/3 W equals H. Part 2 is talking about the area of the rectangle. Area of the rectangle is the width times the height. You've got an expression for your height. So let's do it in a separate line. So A equals W times the height. I'm going to times out that bracket, minus 4 over 3 W squared. You want to find the maximum in, so dA by dW equals 0. So just dA by dW, differentiating that. The W disappears, power goes to front, and take 1 off. You want that to equal 0. So 40 minus 8 over 3W equals 0. Just take it up here. So 40 equals 8 over 3W. So 120 over 8 equals W. So W is 15. You have to work out the H, so it's there. 40 minus 4/3 your W. And you get H to be 20. Don't forget to do the second derivative. My finger's at the first derivative. So differentiate again to get the second derivative. Differentiate 40 disappears. Differentiate that. You get minus 8 over 3. It's less than 0. So it's a maximum.